I love the month of August. If you live in Norman, Oklahoma, and you love people and you have a heart for university students, August is when our community blooms. It is an amazing time of year. This past August, all of these people are coming, and by God's grace, He was bringing so many of them to Wildwood.
They're looking for places to put down some roots, to build some new community. There's pressures on all fronts. In fact, this last year, just people coming in, trying to find a parking space.
Drive around their parking lot multiple times to try to find a park, and there is no park.
Sometimes they're just totally packed. And our only solution is to tell people, you're gonna have to wait in your car down by the detention pond area at Wildwood until a parking spot opens up. Just wait 5 or 10 minutes and then you'll be able to get a spot. People turning out of the parking lot, and I know they're not coming back.
I just feel like we've missed an opportunity in those cases, that they were here, there wasn't a place for them to go. I know it doesn't take much, for people just to give up. It breaks my heart to see anybody turn away or to be turned away. I remember this last fall when college ministry was just pouring into our building, but we didn't fit in our college room.
We were blown away by all of the students that God drew into Wildwood that day.
That first Sunday in August, we had 265 people in a room that fits 150, and that doesn't even count the people that ended up leaving. We just can't fit that many people in that room.
Definitely sad to see people show up and feel like there wasn't a space for them to connect.
That's a part of the gospel, is inviting someone to follow Jesus. And when you don't even have a seat at the table, it basically communicates, hey, we want you to follow Jesus, but just not today.
Children are the people group that are most responsive to the gospel message, and they are also most receptive and most responsive to discipleship efforts. And so we have a really unique opportunity, especially with those elementary ages, to reach children in this community with the heart of the gospel. Right now, our elementary school classrooms can be very, very full. Yes, we make it work, but we are maxed out in some of our grades.
I think one of the greatest needs that Wildwood has in serving students, 6th through 12th graders, is having a place that's a home for them. We live out of a room that gets used in lots of different ways throughout the week, and it feels that way. Students come in, and we've done everything we can to make it feel like a spot for students, but to be a place that families visiting Wildwood come in and know this is where my student belongs is our greatest need.
Not only children's, students, and colleges at capacity, adult ministry, we too are out of space. Every classroom that we have on Sundays is full.
God is bringing people to Wildwood. He's bringing people to hear the Word of God. He's bringing people to be developed in their walk with God. He's seeing us get wider, and He's also driving us and leading us to become deeper.
Since our last building campaign, we've more than doubled in our worship center attendance. And even since 2019, we've grown almost 50%.
It's a challenge when people can't find a place to sit in the back of the room. It's a challenge when people have a large family and they only have 2 or 3 seats available. And so they're asking people to scoot down.
We've been sitting at 80% to 90% in most of our services, and we're to a point now where we've got to do something.
We've grown much wider in a variety of ministries, from worship to students to college to children to adult ministry. Our facility is used most every night of the week, and we're just praying, God, what could we do to further enhance the ministry that you're doing here?
When I think of Deep and Wide, it's all about, okay, God is growing our church. How do we maintain the culture of deep discipleship and people who are committed to following Jesus for the long haul?
He wants us to be wide. He's always growing those that are coming to faith in Him. But He also wants us to be deep, not just people that make decisions for Him, but people that are really disciples of His.
Just super excited about the opportunity that's ahead of us, and I think Wildwood will continue to remain, by the grace of God, deep and wide.